According to the Cyberbullying Research Center, looking at the most recent victims of cyberbullying, both boys and girls are likely to report feeling angry, sad, and embarrassed. Slightly more girls than boys feel frustrated, while significantly more boys are scared as a result of cyberbullying. Cyberbullying is when a child, preteen, or teen is tormented, threatened, harassed, humiliated, embarrassed, or otherwise targeted by another child, preteen, or teen using the internet, interactive and digital technologies, or mobile phones.
You might see a change in their mood. You might see a lot of anger, a lot of frustration, a lot of fear. You're looking for a change in behavior. Another sign is you might notice that your child is using the computer or their cell phone too much. It's 24/7. You might also notice a change in their behavior or their mood right after they get off the phone, or they've been texting, or they get off the computer. So really what you're looking for is the change. Some of the risk factors are low self-esteem, which isn't obvious. If a child is struggling with confidence, they are going to be more easily drawn into a relationship that is not healthy, and they're going to be more easily manipulated in that relationship. So you might just have a quiet, shy type of personality, and that child is a target because someone who's going to be doing the cyberbullying or any type of bullying usually has a more powerful personality, and they seek out the quiet, the shyer ones because they know they can get away with something. They can be manipulative because that individual is not going to speak up.
Unfortunately, there are students out there, or children, who like to get on Facebook and threaten other students. Then we have a crime.
Any person who knowingly communicates in a writing, including an electronically transmitted communication, producing a visual or electronic message, a threat to kill or do bodily injury to a person regarding that person or any member of his family, and the threat places such person in reasonable apprehension of death or bodily injury to himself or his family, is guilty of a Class 6 felony.
I mean, the students don't realize how serious that is. It's very serious. And we take it serious at the school level. I've personally arrested students for this who are over the age of 18 and some who are under the age of 18.
And the consequences most obviously could be physical. A child could meet up with somebody, a child could be physically harmed and put themselves in a dangerous situation. But what I see happening more often is emotional consequences. So a child is emotionally scarred by bullying and cyberbullying type of situations. And if this is something that happens repeatedly, a child's self-esteem is going to be pulled down further and further. And of course, as we know, this has lifelong effects and can impact depression, anxiety, future relationships. Please understand about people. Please understand about relationships. People and relationships are multi-layered, and they're often very complicated. So just because you have a very good friend doesn't mean that that friend at times won't step over the line, or that you won't step over the line. So what a child needs to learn is that they need to be able to recognize when they are being mistreated. And this doesn't mean they are being abused or anything, but just mistreated emotionally and verbally. And then they need to understand how they are to stand up for themselves and speak up for themselves and call a person out on this mistreatment. Whatever your children are doing with their cell phones and on their computers, parents need to be connected, because a lot of times something might be going on that's inappropriate, that's hurtful, and it's a parent's job to be able to protect a child from that sort of thing. And they can't protect them if they don't know what they're doing. So really, parents need to be involved. And the parents have to really learn some things about technology so that they're not in the dark. Because that's what I see happening a lot, is the parents are not aware of what's going on because it's a world that they don't know, and so they're intimidated by it. So parents need to be educated when it comes to technology. And there are classes and there's a lot of learning that can be done online. So I would encourage parents to just push through that fear if that's kind of what's holding them back.